When we are young, we can usually think of people that we look up to, people we admire, people we want to be like. It could be someone we meet in our daily lives that we hold in great esteem, or it could be someone famous. We live in a celebrity culture, and young people are often encouraged to model themselves on figures from the world of sport or entertainment. My question for you is this: what are the qualities you see in others that you would most like to have yourselves? What kind of person would you really like to be?
Local communities need to create opportunities where young people can meet and support each other as they seek to become the kinds of people they really want to be. In the last few years in this country, a number of effective ways of doing this have emerged. So let's hear from some of those who've recently participated in Samuel groups and Compass groups, as well as from people who've taken part in Vocation, the National Discernment Festival.
I found the Samuel group process to be really helpful, very beneficial in the fact of having to develop myself a better prayer regime, to help myself understand a bit more about discernment and vocations and understanding how best to tackle these questions in life.
I think it's really important to give some time thinking about vocation, and having the 9 weekends has been really, really invaluable to sort of have some time away to pray and sort of really just think about my vocation more.
For me, the spiritual director is probably the most helpful part of the experience, because you have that one-on-one time with somebody and you're really working on what God's calling you to do and sort of answering your personal question.
I was made to feel so welcome, and nobody forced me to talk, nobody forced me to say anything. I actually just very much stepped back at the beginning and listened, and Mary-Ann and Dave, who ran the course, they had such a way about them. I just felt safe.
Another useful thing was the spiritual guides that were present. I was able to meet up with somebody who was helpful, and not with any agenda on his mind at all, but to help me discover for myself what is best for me and what will bring me happiness and fulfillment in that sense. If anything at all, it helps you to enrich your prayer life, but it also helps you to understand a bit more about discernment and how to make choices as a Christian, choices that will affect your life and hopefully bring you to a more rounded idea of who you are, and then live out that vocation.
So it led me through reflection with the group leaders as well as with the other people in the group to realizing that probably something like a secular institute is the best fit for the kind of thing that I feel called to. So it was really helpful in that way.
Although I was initially thinking more towards religious life, actually discerned married life would be sort of the right thing for me, and so I'm looking into that with my girlfriend at the moment.
Well, this is my first time at Vocation. I haven't been before. I found it a very useful experience. There's been some great speakers. It's been good to network with other Catholics and to realise that I'm not alone in my discernment journey.
It's been brilliant to meet up with other people who share similar stories and have got own thoughts and feelings and hopes and fears, what discernment might mean to them and what it might bring them in the future.
Now I need to go back to where I live and reflect and pray on what I can take away from this weekend. But I think it helped me see that I am free, completely free to answer to God's calling, and I think I'm getting closer to hear what that call is.
It's been another small step for me in my own discernment, and I hope to continue to go to lots more of these events to find out where God wants me to be in life.
I personally am considering a vocation to the priesthood. An experience like this certainly helps clarify my own thoughts, and it helps to ask questions with those that are in religious life or diocesan priesthood. For those of you that are considering discernment or a vocation to the religious life, diaconate or priesthood, then I'd strongly urge you to come to Vocation next year and have that same experience.
I feel like I have a little bit more confidence in in trying to discern God's will for my life, and having time for prayer and having adoration and over the whole weekend, just taking a weekend out, I think is really helpful to just stop and reflect on where you're going with your life.
It also reminded me that I don't have to worry too much, because God is patient, and no matter how long it takes me, He will be with me all along the journey.
It's been a brilliant event to listen to some of the key speakers, to see their enthusiasm and to see their absolute inspiration, that they have God such a central part of their lives, and that's what, in a way, we're all trying to find this weekend.
Compass has helped me find my vocation because it's given me a space amidst the noise and the busyness of modern life to just come away the 9 weekends throughout the year and listen and have that time to be still and listen to my heart. God has shone a light on the next part of the path. Really all I need to do is take that step.
The National Vocations Framework enables local communities to focus on these 3 elements of vocations ministry, knowing that they'll have national and regional support. The National Office for Vocation is available to offer you resources and training to help you understand vocation, communicate vocation, and discern vocation.